Hey, hi friends, good afternoon. So, welcome back, Sri Krishna Soft Skills and Easy Power BI and SQL by Nabin. Okay, thank you, friends. You are watching the first time this video, so please like it and share it and subscribe my channel. And your subscription or your liking or your comments are encouraging to me do more videos and make them more videos in Power BI and SQL as well communication skills, friends. Okay, yeah, I would like to explain my YouTube channel, so why I started the YouTube channel, and then so why I started this Power BI. Okay, especially I would like to, so taking I start this YouTube channels to encourage or to help the poor peoples to connect from the village background peoples. Okay, so while making these videos, like my mission is to make a awesome in the Power BI and for their subject matter, and my vision is to help the in a thousand of village background peoples and non-IT peoples to encourage in every month. Okay, so I try to create most of the videos to connect the each of them to learn Microsoft Power BI and skill and communication skills as well. Okay, so to crack the interview their own, so they don't depend on others. So that is the reason I aim to start this video. And so please utilize this video, and then please help me to encourage by likings and then subscribings. Okay, thank you, friends. Yeah, coming to our topic is today is our topic is to SQL. Okay, the main agenda is today is the topic SQL. So earlier we have discussed most of the topics in Power BI. Okay, and interview question. So this is also like one of the interview question they asked in the interview in SQL. So most of the people asked me in their they joined in the institute, and most of the people asked me when I created some videos in YouTube. So it is Power BI is enough to get a job. The question, okay. So most of the time, yes, but sometimes no. So then you want to some advantages to add the SQL and Azure. So to grow your resume and like what I will say. So interact will attract the, so when you have the Azure and SQL, so the interview may select the first your resume. Only the Power BI, there's only some of the companies working only Power BI, but most of the companies using the SQL as a data source. Okay, you also work with a source as a SQL. That time then you want to some knowledge on SQL. So and when you attend the interview, then an interview just, yeah, I have an experience Power BI along with SQL, but SQL is I have not much more experience, but I know the experience to how to do the all the operation SQL when you get the data or when you validate the data. So those things then enough to crack the interview. So like in this video, then most of the some of the interview questions like what are the commands. Okay, then we will discuss. Okay, go, let's start. Introduction is to SQL, and then what are the types of commands we have. So when the interview asks what are the types of questions, commands, one Ddl commands and DML commands and Tcl commands and Tcl commands. Okay, these are the four types of commands. Apart from, then we have the data types, okay, constraints and the index, and then functions and user defined functions and union and joins and views and store procedure. Okay, temp tables and variables and CTF, and then what is the row number, what is the dense rank, what is the rank. Okay, those then we will discuss. Okay, one by one we will discuss. So but in this class only we will discuss the what are the types of commands. Okay, you observe closely. Then DDL commands, what are the DDL commands? So data definition language. So when you want the in-depth knowledge, then we have created already in SQL one video earlier. So there I discussed the how to create how to SQL installation and then SSMS installation, everything. Then I discussed in the earlier video. So if you haven't watched that video, then I'm strongly recommend to watch that video. Okay, yeah. So coming to DDL commands, there are the four types of commands we have. So create and alter and drop and truncate. Okay, how it will work, then we will see. create, to create something, whatever you want to create, then command we will use the create. So either database, either table or view or store procedure, whatever. Okay. But when you create the table or procedure or the function, so the naming convention is most important, because of when you create, when you giving something, this data to someone, then they will know by seeing the naming conversation. So for example, if you function, that is the fn, it is a store procedure, it is a usb, and procedure is a proc. Okay, like trigger is a tr. Like then you will follow some naming conversation. So that is the most important in the while creating the table or database, whatever. Okay. The syntax for create is to create, okay, table name, or to create view name, okay, and to create function name, like that, this trigger name. This is the about the create. So second is the alter. So alter command is used to alter the data, or delete the data, some modify the data. Okay. So then alter the command is the syntax is alter table name. Okay. And for example, if you want something alter, then alter table name, alter view name, and add phone number. So if you want to add something, so then we will discuss brief in alter command, and these are all the commands. Okay. Now then interview purpose, then they will ask, then we will give the answer. And third is drop command. So this is statement used to drop the existing table. So database. Okay. So drop table name, drop view name, store procedure name. Okay. Yeah. The fourth one is the truncate. So truncate, this command is used to delete the information. So whenever you use it to truncate, so then truncate view name, truncate proc name, truncate function name, truncate trigger name. So then it will enter data, it will truncate at a time. Okay. So coming to the second, Ddl Comments. So the data manipulation language. So in the data manipulation language, what are the commands? Insert, update, and delete, and select. Okay. So what about the insert command? Okay. Insert command is used to create or a new, when you created the table, then you insert the data into the table. Okay. These Ddl commands to use to about the structure data of the table. So how to insert the data, how to update the data, how to delete the data, how to select the data. So while coming to Ddl commands, then they will about the structure, how to create the table, and how to delete, how to drop the table. Okay, how to alter the table. So that is about the structure. This is about the data. Okay. Yeah, insert into table name. Okay, then values. If you know the column, then the either employee ID and the employee name and the employee number. Okay, like that, then you will remember. Yeah, second thing is update the command. So for example, if you create something table, so then if you want to update something, then that time then you modify the some record already existing table. So that time then you use it to update. So when you use the update, then you remember these three commands: update, set, and where. Okay. So which you want update. So want table name. So where set the column 1 is equal to value 1, and where the condition. So for example, employee name is equal to 1, or employee salary is equal to 10,000. Like that, then you remember these three things when you update the table. So update table, test table, and set gender is equal to M, where ID is equal to 1. So it will update the gender is equal to M, where ID is equal to 1. Like that it will work. The same second thing is to multiple columns also we can update. Yeah, sometimes they will ask if you update something multiple columns. Yes, answer is yes. Okay. Next one is delete command. So this is the command you use to delete the records. Okay. So if you want to delete the entire record, then you will use the delete command from the table. For example, if you want to delete some of the records from the table, for example, if you have the records, 100 records in the table, so that time then how you delete some employee ID is equal to 10. So then where condition you will use. Okay. So delete from table, test table, then it will delete the table. But if you want to delete some more records where name is equal to AA, only the name is equal to AA record, it will delete. So it is the option for where command. So if you want some condition, then that time then we will use the delete command. Okay. And also what is the difference between select, what is the difference between delete and drop and truncate? So this is also one of the important questions. Then we will discuss in next video. So what is the delete, truncate and drop command? So, okay. So as of now, then right away, then I do not want discuss about those. Okay. The select command, fourth command is select. The statement used to select the data from database and return the store. So where the result in the table. Okay. So that is about the select command. So the select command we use, for example, you have hundreds of records. If you want anything in that, then that time then only then you use the select command. Yeah. So when you if you want to show the all the record, then you select star from. For example, we have a multiple columns we have, then I want to only see the ID and name. So that time then you select ID and name. For example, no, I want to the top 3 records only, then you select the top 3 records. So like that, what you want, then you will select the records. This is about the select. So in the select, we have the order by and the class group by. So where you use the order by, for example, if you ID, name and gender from the table, so order by ID and name, so then it will order, it will like that order by ID and order by name, it will come. Yeah, next thing is for example having. So where we'll use the having, for example, the select ID, name, gender from the table. So then group by is the name and having by order class. Order class it is like ascending or descending, salary by order, then giving the group by. So it will use. So that is the next class. Then we will discuss the group by and having also. Okay. So these are one of the important also. So the third is the Dcl comments. So data control language. So how to control the data. So as of now, we have discussed about how to create the table and how to insert the data, how to delete that thing. Then now how to control the data. So then these are the grant and revoke. These functions we frequently use. So most of we do not use these functions because admin role only, then they will use the grant and revoke. So whenever you are the working as a Power like SQL developer, so that time then if you want to something the grant provide the access to the privilegization, that time they will use the grant command. Okay. So otherwise then syntax is username, the public and the role name and with the grant option. Okay. For example, grant select on table name. Okay, like that. Next one, the Dcl commands. The second one is the revoke. So where will you, for example, if you already given the grant, so permission to someone. So if you want to withdraw, for example, the person has resigned and then you want to withdraw. So that time then you use the like revoke function. Okay. Yeah, the syntax is to revoke privileged name and the object name from username and public. Yeah, example is to table test to user 1. Okay, revoke select on table test to user 1, like that. Okay, fourth one is Tcl commands. So Tcl commands is transaction control language. Okay, so this is a transaction control language, commit and rollback. So for example, it will talk about the controlling, how to controlling the data. For example, if we roll back the data, okay, sorry, if you roll back the data and how you roll back the data, how commit the data. So okay, then we will discuss about the rollback. For example, if you delete something, then how to roll back the data. So these are the commands we used in the DDL, DML, and DCL. So these are to insert the data, delete the data, update the data, and then we alter the data. These we use to in SQL. So these are the one of the important commands we use in the SQL. This is the basic level only. So the advanced level then we will discuss in next video. Okay, thank you friends.